platform gba worship to ava plomi choga for plafa dashine gato no fo gato adojo ado mi agbol bogo drive on ayeji adashine fish ganye no linko to wa no mi agbo amagba malaji gere fa wona anoma dashine gawieve kada nyedu kakla nanka mi aga forage nkonye sam kush afokoku aleba ni choiva ya mielan kuda laka chicha pa ha bobo pa gomodok banona laka o chote no fufa fi wona o jona na mi dan karaba formation of nut ala mielan kuda laka wo wona arodo do la cho ajia vadore anyigban the structure of nut from national to local mia ellen kuda membership me valan kuda akoda da wona hana akamachi o chacha na nut le do po voyo kala nata ma mia asong kunchi strong kuda nata ma no le vide kawe a do chuma vide amada ha chocho ganto plus suito aleba mia don koneba the minor and the major aleba man milen retirement benefit only death benefit only leisure and recreation benefit only discounted hotel facility ali ka otuda oho na la vota regional la ho fuma na ai do fala la goma ma udana akpla cantina la haja fuma ne tutula ni bagoma ma ta fale nyama aleba international exchange program eha ali afi benefit arenya CPD yearly souvenir wana avo ekele nat pa ma de pen kokle tomo ma shingu ban bag plato lem this only having a decentralized structure eha lafma emergency support fund lafma aleba major benefit or when free cancer treatment facility na ma credit union ya ba mutual fund tomo advocacy women empowerment ba video employment protection lawyer tomo katan lo woshila gomama media visibility wononye benefit yo kana kpo houses king plotori la gomama aleba mie ellen kuda tia 3 pension king play ponyo chilen doya la gbonya len doya fa akpajia mie nkula gada na nampa Ghana fa pension scheme shikanali ikanal natman akpo gomalama I happen to have one of my resource person ever since I came to K2SAF to work as a journalist from the other side to this side. One man ika kwama two na labajio alondomo na yuko kush we can do it. I call it a brother, a friend, and a mentor, and then also a teacher. Honor mixing akpavo former chair na Natle Katu. Sir, good to see you again.
Thank you. How are you?
I like be like
I'm out. I'm managing.
Gigi.
I'm here, but I quite a Canada.
Anyway, Aleba Mekananya treasure, the newly elected treasure, and then Nat Lekatu, Madame Maupomo Celestine Lajaka Ajo. Where's that?
When you do. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, like your phone.
Okay.
I can you feel glam.
Mauta. I'm on the bus to me.
Me always have a NAT hour.
Thank you.
But I want to tell you, Madam Celestine, me could pension scheme play for nyaongo. No kaya pension scheme na apong atuna mi aponya salao.
Yeah, kusha kwa maduk benenya salao to India. Endo kuchuya but ndima wa program anata ple nufiala yo kata le toji mi ankosen ple sorry joaja kata maduk bena undia ndoya yeah kush na mi glo pension scheme pension nenye amayoke hona jujo alebe de di nono ike wokpo kude aganya pakpaji alebe nenyebe wodo uvase Ghana bese nenyebe wodo pe blade kwa ejebe na yi enyi kemi gbo na ba compulsory retirement efia be esabe ne hope blade ko magaje naga wodo ehia na ahojujo alebe ne mi hojujo alo dola hojujo a ejebe wokpo dedi no de le ganya fakpaji alebe doyo kata wo mafia be ne hojujo ko ewun de akpamamu alaba won to nya be ne michi alo na mochi bonwa ye miafe la masenya over de na funami mo kata ehia ne gabe wako akpo dokio gbe ta esadi to mebe ehia be dodro de na nonyi alebe ne dolo hope bladan o hojujo ike omega edomo yimu ha ehun vivi na no wo shimeva yenya Ghana for pension scheme alebe le pension scheme ya ele hachuchu alo mamada pa omotoma mamada pa de ka million be tier 1 ikebe social security and national insurance trust ikemi yona simply best nita ye manage na tier 1 ya alebele tier 1 ya ma ngi ye jona enye be miamo yoka do malo do lawa miabo fochu mamada alofa de ka 5.5 a ton pla fanji mezelo alo nya mezelo chama ikenya 5.5% ye mia dolo mi hana alebe employer alo ameke dodo alo ajodo like a holder joma mamada lo fara kaji wi ton ikenya wo fefu ike wo na alebe la pa ma edope kami ona be snit ye manage na miafe tier 1 ya alebe nenye be dola va hojujoa jinkukuisha jinkukuya enwi kenya nwu vivivia wono kom na dola ma hena efe deji no
okay abamara akpam etoma
ya mara akpam etoma
ke akpa valianya ka afi na mava former chairman ono mix na vogbo
ya kusha kpa velia yemi yona be tier 2
okay.
alebe tier 2 ya ha iha enye ejijiji be enye jijiji be dola na no tier 2 ya ha jom alebe le tier 2 ya ma ya amekedo ajodola ikemi yona de evugbama be employer ejeba wa hine dola ikenya 5% that is mama de alo father ka mamada tonji o hine dola alebe le tier 2 ya ma nenye be dola hojujoa mi yona na be lamsam ikama be ofufu ga ekata akone dola alebe le ya ma dofa unto yaji amayoka mi yona be private manager so wo wenya mayoka manage na fan ya hena dola le miafa akpaji a American manage ni na mi enye gesop enye fan manager ika manage ni na mi alebe tier 3 ha ye ha
okay
eli
akpa gaji pala mi dakpa former chairman mi akpo
now chance nitkwe
okay
enye snitko enye pension for my yoku aba company na da ka fifia owe bam snit maga of garamo hona cha ye wo yona ba pensioner na cover to ho jigada nya na gasogboro kpanawie snit maga hago
okay
ta fifia wi ko ga snit lenye ba snita na ji nku a wa ba la fama no we na akoga viare no percentage la wo onye mfialo mi eta miawe amana akojreka snit fiapa gai wa hano wa magboso ga wu gai homna la fiapa 60% ta la pora ngwana o salary nya 1000 Ghana cedis fia yene retire agba calculation li wona gaka na awodo teng da ba for plan alo for plan to vo new hamo ka snit ano 600 komno le every month if you ever got it by 400 cedis gaka maro hona as low as 32% of the salary ama fia ba depend for ni na wo odo calculation onye li o na ta maten ho wu 60% jigara madidi na ha wu 35-37 or so percent. That tier 3 plus tier 2 plus tier 3 wo we gada kogana na coverage agbagoma agbaye because magala domu ta je bana je agbaye ye goma ta tier 2 tier 3 wo we ga ikami yo yon fia ba lamsam tier 2 azu compulsory alomalo odopa aje ba odopa na hino ta ba fia me a teacher wa Ghana Education Service e khane na mi yenye 5% ka nya sister aglo ta ka ke tier 3 la ya won't contribute ga manya by force vo asadamo asa na ekla pension first blomba amashama ikaza ipa salary up to 30 is it 32% oma the tax level ta odena pension for gawo contribution the share on la odena ya fi ba the tax dana teacher the share alo fi la the share alo yevu dollar gbogbo to no popa payslip dia no gbe ha for over payslip ava na category of gayo na ho bla gayo de gala gamanu dana po no for over she get a basic payment play allowances over for kwada gagbanto yo de na yenya over snit for contribution she get ikanya na odiku the next one yenya o tier 3 the next one yenya o tier 3 ka show na ga kana ma tier 3 contribute more na ogbe the snit stock ka o jump va over tax tavia ba odena we ya fita opportunity liba over salary na at the 11% ka snit hona afi 5.5 plus insurance health insurance to 2.5 a calculation onye maybe with time mia or rough ya ku mia throw away the karaka na dia so 16.5% ika ya won to e kokoga contribute then along the company na dinaya na one of that damdi asa ku la lei wa a invest ga manya la kama blog invest ari akwe doajo asa kura wa lei na zanga ko doajo manya wa won to company ika demna wa company olivovu ga kamio mi apa union aba one of the largest union West Africa kata yento have a triple company ika pona ngajita ajaba wa wonto na nagba company ada nagrat ha adopted when you want to eduvoir company ada dem NAT to NAT Provident Fund nagrat to uzana jigera uzana Aziz Insurance Company afi oliza glyco ha woni na marokleto anta wonto over 16.5 either any rank in particular in 81 nanye kula maramila 81 yenya manya pa 16% contributing fifile na tier 3 amabubu ikahala 81 nyekuli mila midje dogoma gbereka nye amama pa tax egbosoga utonye in fact last nyekula marama no amara fia nyekuli mi check miapa tasu enye kroa malangoni la doma ojeba nyanye tas na so gbo ya ito gaka hay nyekuli mi compare ya tas haunya because enye abo almost 400 series difference le nyanye kuli pa tas ma alaba kafla na nye salary nya 1000 Ghana ye le 1000 Ghana pa tas ojebo anya 100 series yeah 900 for task ojebo anya 90 series la kwara mu ko mala ye nyanya ma tier 2 tier 3 majo 10% na ma tier 3 john 10% afia ba nya salary ka task go la maganya 100 series so azu 90 series ta anya fi anya tasa obugara 90 series aji ta azu 9 9 series or whatever, 900 close to 90 series or so, something like that. Kaka amayi yaman anaka namwa ya itogala 100 series aji. Aha, that the same way na 2000 your salary. Yeah, ojeba maka 200 series. Gaka ma contribution won 15%. Ika 15% ma almost 300 series ema. Voa kafia ba number 2000 aba salary na in shorter. Ama ya still like for 2000 ahoga. Ta jirudu 300 adaga. Gaka ta 300 adaga la 2000 amani. Nya to nya bugada
17 okay.
17.5G. That if you when tasa go, that is the first benefit.
Okay.
That's the first benefit. You can get a menu. If you have a 300 mile in quota, o come that dandy. O if you have a money in ton your gakata, if you have a la porangma, hey, 100 series majo. Tas, Ojibo the 100 series over the 90. If you have a 10 series, you can get tasa. Okwe dada nye 90 series ji.
Okay.
Yo nye 100 series I am contributing. Tabi wa gaya contributing la do la nye agban la ji ama 100 series contributing gaka. Tonya yin to tonya ika ma sacrifice la mai kwenye 90. Jirudu fa tasa yo ga troko 10 number ko dada ji na no keep
na utoro
queue. So that na retire na hwe. That is the first benefit. Aha. Benefits galang ha na be aflapa. Atezi as a collateral. Atezi as a collateral. Aba na housing company Regimanuel or Plateau ye to akwada daddy ye obo yojra na dollar. Bonana kamala shi una call them agbo. You can use the tier 2 and the tier 3 as a collateral.
But what one our calculation apo ho yo kwa drama na ko no ma call them agbo ne ateva debe akafa roma buna me
o buga afiabade ngbanto ibugo lenye ba ateno fa hanji nkukuya.
Okay.
Gaka godo na ateno fa nkukuya haje ba nana na da magba in case nana ba joa ma teba hiwa wa follow hema da sana mobo wa waza miafa tier 2 tier 3 contribution as a collateral. That's another benefit.
Okay.
And this one you can even go for partial withdrawal. Let's say, for example, you can go for partial withdrawal.
Only in private sector, government sector, or private?
No, private sector hardly. It's a law. Na do how kata vevieto do you kata kumiyo na we vudo. Aha. So it's number one ka jago masharaka. It's very, very important. Very, very, very
partial withdrawal. I take Bauman and me that.
Partial withdrawal. Partial withdrawal kwenye ba magaraji omo mako retire.
Okay.
Gaka all of a sudden I'm akwa nyigbara. Ba ma pla ma twapa. Bo garaka malashi ma kwefliu. Ta maten garaji omo la dadandia. Agloba major 200,000 Ghana cedis. Interest vagina 100,000 unya 300,000 mi ko 300,000 ma pa 200 na ma ko plan ba ma tu apa afi ma retire ni ma je ma retire vo afi abi no apa tumo
ma gada nya fa ma afi
ma retire o ko gano.
Okay. Antis la de la shona ko pera nga ma ava bio the component of pension scheme.
Ayi ma ko pere chairman tongwenye be kush ekpekpegere nwo be you save additionally for retirement. Ala be wontonya again le miasi ko akoko ado no miadom ka kenenye be etie 3 hour ma is also another way of saving. Gama gagana shiu nene ma na be yazen ke maybe mabazi over the vinawo ala be ngde kale retirement nwenye me be ma maglova.
Yeah. Adnya voluntary to the extent that Amarakama Joshi Gana Nanako. In fact, Aba Union Avado do Marami Puba Namima wo Nana Miato Amarakama la willing ba Amagaramala willing Manya Marakama Garamala willing ba you are contribute to. Now contribution amanya savings on you. It's a pure investment. In fact, so far if a benefit is a bit higher than even treasury bill toto. I can tell you, I'm doing it. I'm start for some time now. I'm a proper. Aba do garama ma wo na da manya kra ma ko nya ga gbogboro temi and become a jego ma 5%. I realize my mistake one. So won't to decide get hey me be me we compulsory na ma share ma 2%. No, government grant to controller or government you me but no, you can't do it. That could be reverse. We have to pay everybody. We have to reverse it because it is your contribution. Now, I retired.
So for example, you as a person, like an a John guy, Najim County Connie in a schema, and that's a question I'm asking.
We shall feel mechanized controller, take charge. The company, I can name teacher. We the teachers, we have a NAT members. We have the NAT Provident Fund. So you only sign the document with the NAT Provident Fund. Right now, we even have everything online. So they will just send it to you on your phone. Na enter na be won share unko every month. Controller will do that and send straight to the fund. They normally have a fund manager. They have a lot of company and the law guide where they should invest that money. So the money is not up to the board members to decide where to invest. No. And in case of haircuts, it does not affect this kind of pension schemes. It affects some, but not this one. Because this one, if nana affect it, could do agba. Hey I want to show a private investments, have a bond plot or affects. Government bond plot or affect daka pension schemes yaula. Haircuts ma ten kanda kola protected a lot in the law. It a controller on a deduction everything else smooth. Banya untona call ga cho apomu. And the same thing about increments ajabana abubatro company aboba 5% jomala. That kafifia we know as 6, 7, alo 10.
So amadate ano natma ano pension John the offer nanya pension alliance. So right to
na pension alliance war if a license or Hornet tier 3 you have to go for special license for it. You can be insurance company, but to qualify to be a service provider for tier 3, you must be licensed to do that again. So yes, I think decide by you might go for NAT Provident Fund, you go for Aziz, you go for any other one. You have to check the number of people because the thing is, the higher the number in investment, the better the dividend. That name fee akwa most sobola. In fact, people are trying to even come and join the NAT Provident Fund.
The next question, but as a private somebody who is in the private sector, Matenya a part of
NAT Provident Fund. So you have to go. And our private teacher, and we have another one called Teachers Provident Fund. Yeah, for any teacher at all. I can hear for specifically NAT members. Call for non-NAT member or hadako. But my few women so you come at jo. For NAT me become the NAT member. Me decision but anyway you are aware of that decision I reckon. But school should never join you got
to join what you want to join. Okay. Ala holy way of the black shake for you to toje chateau NAT Hour. La holy FM former chairman NAT na Katu honorable mixing akpavola gbonya play the current treasurer honorable Maupomo Celestine Lajaka. Tell us about the components of a pension scheme.
Yeah, kush. Yemami toshe travel who component in tier 1. Alebe tier 1 in a basic national security scheme. Ike mi toshe travel who be ya enye jiji benenye dola nano tier 1 ma jom alebe American manage ni alo company can manage ni ke sa de mona ho yenye SNIT National Social Security and National Insurance Trust alebe tier 2 another component enye tier 2 ika million aba occupational pension scheme alebe ha ele mandatory ya employer akagbo na dowom la lofi aka na dowom la ye wowe manage genu. So for example ima maglobe le GES workers alumya me yonye nufi alawa American manage na miapa scheme alo company alo organization ke manage na scheme mana mi million be geso alebe. The third component a yenye tier 3 a yenye voluntary provident fund alo personal pension scheme ima mieto she travel ihoba ya manye jijiji onyo o wonto egbogbloke be no denier alo ya jwe afi na jogata ama wenye the component of the pension scheme in Ghana. Okay. Tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3.
Okay. Talk about NAT Hour ha mingfian
Jakarta. So this scheme is applicable to all workers. Manya nufiala o dedeko.
Tier 3.
Manya nufiala o dedeko tier 3. Ekata is applicable to all workers. Manya nufiala o dedeko.
Okay. So what is the minimum and the maximum contribution amount? Or it depends
for
on
the tier 1 mia dollar lo America na doma it's on a 5.5% of salary.
Is it out of low salary low jinkukia
mo de gele no o de gele afina hoga
le net salary ma
our gross mo de gele afina hoga alebele mama now the 5.5% mana o America doma banya banu fiala na nye gross salary value ga ka vana shinye kenye ga ka kuna pukata o medana jogala ma fi denu chama mixing toshi ho, but that is one of the benefits of the tier 3 ye o 5.5 adege alebe no da ma voa nye employer make a home drajoma e ga 13% hege akpere 5.5 ahun yenye tier 1 afi tier 2 ya umagade kedegele nyanye egbonyu America Honda job adoma ikenye employer abanu fiala na ikenye Ghana Education Service wo we pay 5%. Alebele tier 3 ya yenye ntonyega ya nye dollar ma de kehega na mu nye ntoy hega depending on who ya mabamaha ito onye voluntary ro and it's optional manye jiji onyu na wonto be here adelanya 5% to adelanya 1% to adelanya 2% to elewo won't talk about but American dormant.
Okay. All right, mixing. When can I withdraw my fund? My fund is it taxable?
Okay. Abale anti Celeste Brena, you cannot withdraw from tier 1 or tier 2.
Okay.
You can't withdraw. Then unless you reach the age of voluntary retirement.
Okay.
Which is after working for 15 years before you qualify to retire voluntarily. I think 45 years and up or so, something like that. Okay. So tier 1, tier 2 is on. You can, in fact, tier 1, tier 2 sometimes na jirudu for doma yena jagodewa pate global osize o freeze you won't get it. Ta ina bana po Steve Justice for play for problem yawa one of we fight more because of this because ya galaba jirudu fashi mo lena.
Okay.
Kaka tier 3 is more or less on to contribution. And so that one you have access to it. Gake hasado long. I say long when you ba na be a hot tier 3 egba na John of less than 10 years. People they tell John doing retirement. Na joy more than less than 10 years. You could bo ya imaga ye vote de geta ye na dobagbo geta ye here ipaga we go le nyeba tasia ukokewe o hogalashu. Alaba we ata uko tasa okemdo a enwa mava odo. Mrekwesa goma retirement we uko tasa ko okemeba you take take this extra tax so hana kwe akpara do kwe una na chi ya kana wana fuba oh ya onita they will take the tax back. So normally what they do now is sorry na we on fienye bana yibe akwo ya dogola tietrima they will tax it 20% and give it back to the government. Yeah, they will tax it 20%. Kaka na choka kaka a jefo. Because some of us we are getting to that 10 years already.
Wow.
And now jefo for after contributing for because of a millennium of 7th year of contributing that. Then after 10 years, what you do is you can go for partial withdrawal to 90% of your contribution and the interest, not only your contribution. So, Emma Blomalabana and you contribute 500 cedis, your interest near 500 cedis, call 1,000. Tana 10 years per contribution, I play interest in my 10 years 900. I call our nana manu agbere una retire so that and when I jago ma fi ma retire my task go if you ever after working for 10 years qualify I go for some form of retirement attend we hode kakana contribute the 10 years so abanye fifi leko ye nana George jen patama ma be ho gamala they will tax me 20% and give it back to the government.
Oh, okay. So I'm a tier 3 contributor so they over tax I did that.
Oh, no, you see, you have to understand this. For now, if you are contributing, they are not deducting the tax as it is. They are supposed to deduct. Avalema war demonstration na and tier 3 contributor. First thing that happen is that wo got tier 3 at the tax that wo tax I did. If I say my brother personally, nye klama yola domaraka almost getting to 400 cities in your task because game we can put task aroya so in fact na guy higher promotion ababa task aga pekpanoji. So sometimes I'm complaining about why are we even promoted because when you are promoted sometimes task a hona increment akata ham for as a tier 3 contributor wo task a madam so to for still a task him ba mi se task ga ka mak ga da ga kana abe a hoga ka makpo de faya o dara nyenye 10 years ga kana retire ma aba la pora mafia 55 afina je ga jojo after 5 years kuna retire o mana ka hoga shoe will give you your money because it's for retirement. Ga ka anyafia aso almost 18 years now if ma retire. Allo 17 years. So within 7 years ko mabo nyento makpo nyami ma contribute ma be ho nyegala jiruro jibo a ho tax.
Oh, okay.
E jibo a ho tax back.
Okay.
Madam
Selema bia lo treasure we no gajipo ma bia. Matenchi azanya for tier 3 funder as secure mortgage.
Atanzi ako imacha ma mixing toshi travel hobe atenwa zin as collateral. Ako secure maybe a be a flapper alo be a play nana you can le valuable atenwa zin as a collateral ako apple. So in ako demegbeni.
So in case
but they have to look at ogaya kana jo pekpekpema ekpogo le gbofi na kwa ko demegbeni le podang maybe about within tier 3 Jojo Gomafia, I think it's 3 years now. Nyebe fund value let's say 50,000 now. Nyemete gebe mara planane ke le more than 50,000. Mako akọ dem agbenu because I have about value we aka plan me le pekpekpema bla hoya la sinye pekpekpema le provident fund am afima ata dem agbenu ma plan ma ike ma ba ma plan.
Okay. So what happened to my contributions if I change my job or I migrate to some other area? What happens to it?
Okay. Easy. So, for example, now,
journalists they are
military man. They also have the tier 3. There's a company that is providing them service there. So all that you do is you allow the company to transfer the fund from this one. You for tier 2 is both all of Akatan is same thing. Tier 3 and tier 2. About the tier 2 fear the tier 2 upon Konya is a worker based pension scheme.
Yeah,
occupational based pension scheme. So we call it occupational pension scheme. That would generally so over tier 2 li. Teacher auto in GSOPs GSOPs your auntie you got GES occupational pension scheme. So it's an abbreviation. Then and your major GES ma you may join customs service GRA. GRA has their own. So all that I have to do is I have to fill out document with the GRA one. So they will come to GES occupational pension scheme and bring my fund back to their own. Then I'll continue there. So nothing changes.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Nana come to struggle and in fact, Garo Yukra Gananaga now when we meet the investment advice, it makes your fund even grow higher because you are starting with a huge at a go. Very a big money, mega contribution, small kaka for some time.
A bigger platform.
Bigger, so for example, now join military, if you are here, or move or fund in military, what happens is that now we fund paper benefits near 100,000 Ghana cedis. Hello, let's say 30,000 Ghana cedis. 30,000 market move get huge once. If you matter or you invested a huge amount in Marakama invest in another. That my war na po me up tier 2 na check na teacher share check paper statement tier 2 I study a Ghana Bank of Ghana for some time. If you move over GES occupational pension scheme. So interest ya va Gamal Bank of Ghana no gbo. If you move va GES far better than how you va generating the fee because anya ga early ugbo goro ko move ejireka that number na steady is a bit higher that there's mabubugo nothing will change.
Okay. Madam CML akpere ngmere that nyo mingi ashom lendo ya fakat me akpo lake ma wafi am monitor nya for account attract nya for contributions.
Yeah, kush. Na be ya monitor if account alo attract for contribution here by na annual statement home less needs to ogbo fifi our contribution avale how much tom alebe here by na no statement home less needs to ogbo le fifi ama because of this electronic system tala you can even request for the electronic statement odogedo allo let me agba fia me o mi le fortunate be le southern set afia senate officer le mi agbo de wan afia ta here be na no checking kush in addition to that makok pe dem anwa amado lia cho time ke oje contribution awowo ma o ma monitor check power makawe nye yo for beneficiaries so akwa makpe makomia iji so le podon ma time ke nye medesron. My beneficiaries were solely my junior brother and my mother. Kaka my father survive jima mafaiva tree because enyamba a choma nyanke jojogale choma gbo. Tananyaba monetary moka tauma you'll be able to trace those things. Alebele jiso pakbajia yeha o number me or registration ada. So with your phone you can be monitoring the contributions, the statements, open fund value, platomakata ela na even I think it was last week or last 2 weeks or so. Yapa nu fiala do gava kude akpama mango gava fiami aleba amayo kama po online registration in terms of tier 2 ikenye mi yapa fund manager enye GSOP o ga fion aleka wa register as time goes on you can go there and trace and check whether the dashing sioka lo ga kata demo le na ye de gagande e pa account ama lo yin la fi bu wala ba no de gala controller e magba fi controller have a pay na no e ba wo ha wa credit o for account ta na nye ba ten track na ma no the dashing na won afi meten gagam de account ama na wa atan awe na ma alebele provident fund pack ba had the same thing. You need to regularly go and take your statement about her statement akpora be de ga jomo le alo ga demo le na de ayi ma fund value ade na ni investment ya wo mo le de honani jichim de gaji na ma va lala be pension time na va do no na va hojijo afia be ya ho ife ga afia va no pokpon be ga kata yejo ga paganto megada account amo ejoda madoji vai in the past.
Okay, ala holi fa ya hala jibla sheke vonye toto joshato mi atro virako na mi trok bova mi abia bia yoka anya nyata fo nya fa bia mi atro bia trogbo. Honorable Mixon akpavome kanenye former chair ne nat ne katu ele afamale ba menenye treasure madam awfo mostelesin la jaka ihanle afamale minkulende pension for one now le Ghana mielenkude tier 1 tier 2 tier 3 yeje mi va duodo alegbagbaja ha number de home le akoma ma abia madam Celestin mi akpola go ya madam de wo hiama ma chodo le makuda le ko nyega invest me let ya three aba make any contributor na nya share la onana pa skin mama
yeah kusha hiaba na chodo le mo ela ba ga ka jom na la na nya ba ga ma chide ji na wa e chomagbe na huya inflation yemenya la kama blogere bagbamu na nya ba pekpem ga pekpem fa didi no nyobo ma ga koma jore kama demu ye ga pekpem va didi le choma ga yakata hom jom na le gba e choma ga tenko ga wona de ku ta ehia ba na chodo le ma ga ka jom ye le de le ko zami ajinka mo pomdo na nya na ma de for fund value le gba ma de honani olani ete na igano for statement a checking do akpoba ga jomi le de echichim dejia videjim famalo videjim vamo ala ba kush le provident fund apakpaja fund managers yo ga na mi jodo ogbo a o invest ni o koni dana ajodem and then afio wo ma ha wo assess na risk level a akpoba ajoka me yo de guy ba wa chideji alebe na chideji a amayo ho ga joma wakpo videlem ta ahia ba na akpogbo ba leke o ga zame ajoka me o ga pomdo alebe chomagba mava anonyivo ava hojujofo gaya kogo le no ma pona na de kedege na ikema ba gaya na jo me de ya kra ha ukokom na un ta ahia ba na achodelem
now mixing for the purpose of education Mate your tier 3 without tier 1 and tier 2.
No. But tier 1 is compulsory.
Assuming I own my own business and I want to contribute for my own future.
For informal sector.
Yeah.
Now business
that was the English word I lack.
for informal sector they have a different structure for them. And mostly is managed, they have only 2 way. They don't have it the way we have. SNIT to handle one, which they are still developing. Our last asawa koko blood starts nanano afi private one. You can have a similar to tier 3. Taoma have a 2 tier or 3 tier pension scheme about mere formal sector. Kaka wo fia na do business yena for business na run ma ba formal sector na yena salary ham na do queue yena salary ham na do queue then ajeba na I make sure ba contribute at least the first one in tier 1 is compulsory na wo the register company is a formal company yena salary ham na do queue ma contribute ma wo lega awon kuno ba yento e pa business. About for example, na be CEO na company aganye general manager. Yeah, na company run, yeah must snitch ham na do kiwo. They can arrest you.
Really?
Now they arrest the company somehow. But you are the one managing the company. So if you ever upload the all you are not paying snitch for them. Then the second one is category can make me follow, occupation can make me follow, not journalism here. Ka you me join. Occupational scheme cater for journalists. Then your school na doa. Then you me join GS occupational pension scheme, whether private or public, you have to join. Then the rest are ya wa toy company ka alo insurance company ka your service provider na tier 3 am join. So you can't join tier 3 without 1 and 2. No, they are compulsory.
Okay. So ma bia mi hakpora ma mleta ko ma bia ma danse me ha. Is the tier 3 pension scheme regulated by the NPRA?
Yes, all the schemes are regulated by NPRA. Okay. That is National Pension Regulatory Authority. What we pona gbobe manage scheme annual alebe le gazaza bakpaji effective and efficient administration and management. What we pona gbobe wode sauji that kush maganglo bebe amauha do gajombe chone yo hojijoa ne gamana kpere yo so that they will be able to live a better life and to sustain them. Ela be na hojijoa magala la masema lo magala nsema magala nwa bale kanela the capital the to be member na tenwa wodo no ta NPRA elibe na amayoka nya fund managers wa sekple dodo yoji wazodo aleba waze ga aleba jumavi yoka jujohoga gamana kpede unwe fe na jawaki na wa owe wona doma so that they will put them on track to do the best.
Okay. Ono mix it ma bia like anyo mama transfer nyapa fund-based money, about an example from journalism to military or to other sector. Is there any fee associated with that I can pay?
No fear really how many were issue.
Okay.
Is it the whole thing is it is by law that the company that you join must make sure that that money comes to your new accounts. Normally successful or they will also be in trouble. So NPRA, you know, the money is managed. You have about 3 companies that are running it. We have the trustees, we have the farm managers, then we have the custodians. So anytime government the gala, I get a custodian. What we bono farm manager or yoga abioba trustee yoga abioba trustees you get any na board. But if you are like a manager or advice guy. Nanyo mi invest the hema. So all those 3 bodies are regulated by NPRA. So manya kafla ke business wo na bino susu jombe ugbo me glomilo. It's a very structured institution. Taba fe NAT Provident Fund is being run by the Miapa we farm manager Pension Alliance Trust. So
abale ma yon kono me fiana.
Oh, are you patient like okay. So that is our farm manager for tier 3, NAT store. Provident Fund. So they are the one managing it. So we na be a job. They are responsible for even transferring it. they have to make sure that so the charges is not your problem, it's the company's problem.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Because you paid them out of the contribution.
Okay.
Because there's a small percentage, I think some 0.2 equals Zana pay now. So you pay them already.
Okay. Because in case of death, how would my people withdraw the money that I labor for? Who are my beneficiary?
Yeah, in case of death, your survivors who are your beneficiaries would have to tepe yokata na jogado. For example, mi kwecho snitiji, that is the tier 1. I have boy yafuma have a report benenema yopa me alema galio, and then they will need some supporting document about death certificate is one of them. Iko kofi aba nyata pobo megalio vava ale benele nenema ugbona gegere system ama pobo makawe nkokawe nonlo dadi be na yemali wa hogala. That's the beneficiaries percentage na ni wo hiaba ho ala bananglo beneficiaries so ha there's a percentage allocation mamada lofajide nani hoga kofile nani hoga amala one more kata pogoko, then they will do the processing for them and pay the money into their accounts.
Man quick bara haba nkra na a retire 60 yema poko 70 afikuwa o gasusu ya hea na no honga ka 70 ofufuga kona o beneficiary america na ngodari.
Okay.
Let's need to go. Tier 2, tier 3 ya na gbegbe na retire ko ko ikata na ojereka bana ko be wona.
Wow. Wow, okay. Mada konami ya we ba fi angumi onyo. Yeho na yemi adomu semi. Le comedians on yangomo ko ya jilawo kulo nu fialo unso strong gadali kemie so stronger could mia fa nu fiagbla ma kulo jilawo ha mia so ta mi ho da mi strong menye ya. Tanala do fa da ina konna sare mo pension hana wa la wana koto iji kaba ono hamno na ma default a jide ji wa kino la go mama no ma check po banye tie to hamna ani ba tie 3 ma haita ma your pension alliance so I'm paying something there. So I'm thinking of abale on a mixing blade na akoba GJ rate, is there something like that? It's something then I can still squeeze my salary. I can be added down for my the shorter. Madam Siema, thank you for coming.
Thank you for hosting. God bless.
Grateful having you here. Nkoyenye sam question for kokwa fia mi asa egba pa GNAT Hour do le personal development show. Nkoyenye sam question for kokwa don kudi ba akbashika nom na la jama eya adegbe pa wa manyanya afia le topo fida mamleto agasa wo fon kokwa fida gbanto da kada shada chu ndokuchu garaka da shina gaba worship to one no miagbo. Good afternoon Ghana for enjoy the rota. Thank you so much Emmanuel of your